Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unpredicted Party, the only Middle-earth TTRPG that will finally answer the question, why didn't they just take the Eagles to Mordor? And we are one step closer to answering that question. Joining me are my internet friends. Say hi, internet friends.
Hello.
Hello.
We have a few announcements before we get started, but I have to sneeze. Please hold. And it's gone. I'm keeping it in. I don't care. It's Tori Fox, Max Randolph, and Zach Smith. And I am your humble lore master, Don Marshall. A couple of announcements before we get started. This stream, of course, would not be possible without our two sponsors, Free League Publishing and The Rook and the Raven. For one, if you want to go to freeleaguepublishing.com, you can get a Middle-earth TTRPG, whether it is the starter set, the bundle, the core rulebook, the dice, the maps, go to freeleaguepublishing.com. And for all of your TTRPG note-taking, Zach is lovely modeling his notes. You can go to, the Rook and the Raven.com. Most of the notes, I feel, are perhaps either covered.
They're also in my other notebook, however.
Oh, well, I only
split them up, but this is...
Yeah. We've only had these for a few weeks because they came on and said, hey, we wanna do something, and we're very happy to have them. So much love to the Rook and the Raven and Free League Publishing. Meantime, merchandise available at the link in the bio. I, for one, will welcome our bird overlords. May or may not be a thing by the time this episode comes out. I'll talk to you all about that later. We may be having something come very, very soon. YouTube stuff, I can't talk about it yet, contracts and all. Depending on how long this is, we may have a quick 5-minute break at the 1 hour mark. Make sure you are hanging out in the chat. Make sure you leave, this is a new thing I have to remember to do. Be sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel because we're on YouTube now. I'm 10 weeks into this damn thing and we can't.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Destroy it. Hit it with your axe.
We finally made it. We made it.
Are we YouTubers now?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Stay tuned for our guest next week, Jake Paul. No, I'm kidding.
We are spiraling fast, guys.
I hate that.
Again, for all of you watching, it's been 2 weeks for you. We haven't played again in like a month.
Yeah.
This is our second session in like 10 weeks.
Yeah, it is currently the 5th of August, so enjoy. You can work this out from the time frame of the last one.
It's real bad. It's real bad. All right, a couple of thank yous. As always, Sarah M. Shunky for the incredible artwork that we have, Little with the Cartographer for the battle maps, and Cullen Vance for the incredible music. You can find Sarah M. Shunky at Sarah M. Shunky on Instagram. You can find Little with the Cartographer services for map making on Facebook, and Cullen Vance at cullenvancecreative.com, or just search his name in any of your music streaming platforms. He's on there, but go buy his albums directly because it supports him, and give him money. Go. Meantime, thank you again to my wife, Nat, who has come up with so many of the ideas for this stream. It is honestly impossible for me to keep track of everything that she has done. Just know that this whole thing would not be possible without her. With all of that out of the way, are y'all ready to get started?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're going to do a fairly big recap today because it's been a while for the players and I like to refresh everybody every so often. So I'm going to speed read this. The Fellowship of the Ring is dead. They tried to take the Eagles to Mordor, and the Eagle got tempted by the ring. His name is Gwaihir. He took it, killed the Fellowship, overthrew Sauron, and now is trying to rule Middle-earth for his very own. Elrond got possessed by his own Elven Ring because Gwaihir knew about it and took control of it. The party was amazingly able to save him by cutting off his hand. This will become a theme. Arwen, distraught at the loss of Aragorn, has fled west. Turns out, she's pregnant. Her brothers went to go find her. The players have done nothing to rectify this. That will come up later, I hope. To God. Gandalf's body got reanimated as the Fellowship was trying, or as this party was trying to take it back to Rivendell. I'm doing such a bad job of this. The party dispatched him very quickly. Guess what? Halloweth cut off his hand, but it was really Tanel who rolled that natural crit. She Gandalf, very proud of her for that. The players then realized that Gandalf had the other ring, so Lothlorien is probably gone or in danger. Waiting until the scouts got back, though, they traveled to Angmar to see if there was any trouble when they ran into the second in command of the Dunedain, Halbarad, who threw the entire show into chaos. Justin, I'm looking at you. Together, they were able to fight off one of the stewards of Angmar, Bordrith, who turned out to be the captured last king of Gondor from nearly 1,000 years ago, except I was wrong. He technically should have been in Minas Morgul. Sorry about that. Don't care. He got moved. It's too late now. You also discovered Alatar and Palando, the blue wizards, who are going to be coming up in just a moment. They're alive. Surprise. They delivered the heartbreaking news to everyone that Aragorn, Gandalf, and the rest of the Fellowship are dead. You traveled back to Rivendell to recoup. You got a bunch of really cool swords. And then you immediately said goodbye to Halbarad, went on your way to Lothlorien to see if it could be saved. You met a young girl named Alma who was looking for slugs. You met a hill troll named Marvin who was very, very kind, and you eventually gave him some directions to go north and build a summer home in a cave that you found over in Angmar. You made it to Lothlorien. You managed to defeat a fell beast that was trying to kill you with some amazing shots by Halloweth. Well done on that one. You met up with Haldir, who was played by our good friend Annex Wilson. You amazingly all survived, despite my best efforts to try and kill at least Haldir, if not one of you, in the fight against Galadriel. You even managed to save Galadriel, but at a great cost, because the Forest of Lothlorien is no more, and the lady is now missing an arm, but that one was thanks to Haldir. However, because of all of the trauma that the lady has been through, Galadriel has made the decision to sail into the west and potentially plead for help from the Valar. How long that will take her, goodness only knows. Haldir, now being the de facto leader of the Elves of Lothlorien, have decided that they are going to go to Fangorn Forest and seek the help of the Ents if they are there. And that is not where we left off, because there was more an episode later. You traveled up the stream of the river Anduin. Sorry, there's so much I forget. You traveled up the stream of the river Anduin towards Radagast to see what you may see past the fortress of Dol Guldur, a couple of days journey, and you managed to break down Radagast's door, Emperor's New Groove style, make Radagast very angry, and you discovered, well, one of you discovered, because two of you were slightly drugged by him, that Radagast was visited by none other than Gwaihir, because Radagast was originally the creator of Gwaihir, along with the Valar Yavanna. And so there is a special relationship between the two. And so Gwaihir said, I will let you live, but you will not interfere. Is that understood? So Radagast was not going to get involved. However, when we last left off, last episode ended with the two blue wizards, Alatar and Palando, appearing in the doorway, having heard your conversation, going, no, it is not too late. And that is where we last left off. The three of you standing inside Radagast's broken, burned, destroyed home. See Alatar and Palando standing in the doorway. As you glance Radagast's way, Radagast looks up and goes, you're dead. You're dead. Saruman told me. Saruman told me you were. And Alatar interrupts. Saruman filled your head with lies, my friend. And looks around at the three of you. It's good to see you three. This is quite fortunate timing. Hello.
Greetings, friends.
Surprise, for sure.
Lothlorien, please, what news?
Well, the Lady of the Wood is alive.
Good tidings.
Yes, she's heading to the Grey Havens, but Lorien itself it's gone.
I feared that may be the case. Yes, the rings.
Well, much of Lorien was felled by the lady who was greatly dangerous, but as she heads to the west now, she is much more harmless.
Halloweth. Damn you, Zach. I'm trying to stay in character.
a second.
Inspiration.
Take a hope. No, I lied. No. Alatar looks at you and goes, I assume your tactics with Elrond were not as successful against the lady then?
No.
How many limbs does she have remaining?
Most of them.
Well, that is good news. Meantime, Iwendil. And you see Radagast, who has just been standing there with his staff, like, what? But you're supposed to be dead. You're supposed to be dead. And Alatar looks around at the three of you and goes, would you three give us a moment, please? And
Yes.
gestures to the non-existent door, but the door frame rather.
That's right.
On our way out, and now knowing that everyone is kind of like predisposed, especially the owner of the house is having a nervous breakdown. Is there anything that catches Beery's eye on a shelf?
Oh yeah.
Or something? Just
go ahead and
maybe some more of that tea.
You kleptomaniac dwarf. Roll.
It's useful stuff.
Yeah. What do I want to have you make a roll? Is this an insight check or is this a? Hang on. Let me figure this out.
You'd scan for something, maybe.
Yeah. Give me a scan check.
Gladly.
Oh no.
Oh. Yeah. That's a 22, and I rolled a 6.
Okay, so with that extra success, are you looking for anything specific, like the concoction he used to put in your?
Well, don't get ahead of me. No, yeah. Well, definitely materials, but I'm imagining everything's gonna be like rock and wood, which wood, dead tree carcass is disgusting. Yeah, Beery has zero interest in wood. But yeah, concoctions, teas, something that he experienced just recently, maybe a little bit of, I don't know.
With a 22, I will say that you notice 2 vials on a shelf by the front door, one of which is a vial of the same type of material that he put, that was that sort of calming, liquid for the wizard, and one other one that is a bright blue that you do not recognize. If you want to grab it, you are going to need to make a stealth check for me. You can fail it and still take it, but it depends on who notices, and you may have to, suffer the consequences.
Oh boy, I don't mean to make this a big thing. Well, he's obviously going to go for both.
Okay.
Do it.
And because there's rubble and there's, I'm imagining like the header for the door is probably caved in, and like on the ground. He's going to attempt to trip and stumble and whoa and like grab them.
Okay.
Hiding with his like broad shoulders.
Make an athletics check for me, and that will dictate your level of stealth.
Nice.
That's how we're going to play this from now on, guys. He's just going to trip into everything.
No more stealth.
No,
just stumbling away through everything.
It's totally over. Oh, 23.
With a 23, you manage to, without anyone else noticing, perfectly execute a trip yourself over some very loose rubble, fall to the ground, grab the 2 vials as you fall with no problem.
Pops up like Charlie Chaplin and dusts himself up. I'm like, well, if you need any help repairing that, I'll be outside. And goes outside.
Radagast sort of responds as you're heading out. The elf promised he'd build me a new door, so if you'll help him, be quick about it.
Love it. Okay, so
I did forget about that.
A blue vial.
Yes, it is a vial of liquid that is blue, and then the clear liquid is the relaxation agent, if you will.
Okay, got it.
All right. As the 3 of you walk outside, you also notice that Palando, the other blue wizard who does not have the power of speech, and is missing a leg, is with you.
Isn't he also missing a tongue? Isn't that right?
Yes, he
Okay.
had his tongue cut out.
Yeah, fun stuff. Okay. Actually, before I do that, can I quickly go and let me try and fix this door because I feel kind of bad. Can I? This is going to sound strange. Can I sing to the wood?
Oh,
My
okay.
heart just about exploded. Don, don't you must make this happen.
Now listen. You're gonna have to tap into some very deep magic, and by that you're gonna need to roll really, really high.
Okay.
Because elf magic is very fast and loose. There are very few rules in Tolkien's universe, so let's let the dice decide. Okay. Go ahead, make me a. Oh God. There's no nature checks, so how
the song check we scratched out?
We did.
Oh no.
Yeah, we did. You know what? How about this? We did say we weren't going to use the song stuff, but I will allow you, given that you have previously said you have a lute and you compose songs, I will allow you to roll 1d12 with 2d6s for a song check to tell me how much you roll over your target number.
I was going to say we could do in Hearten, which I guess is the closest.
In Hearten is a little bit more of like increasing the spirits. I think it's used for battle mostly. So
alrighty.
Elves have 2d6 on song anyways, so that works.
What would my target number be?
Awesome.
Your target number for that would be whatever your wit is.
Okay, cool. Okay. See what we get.
Come on, Zach.
No.
I rolled a 2, and a 1.
Oh. As you attempt to lay hands on the door and the hinges, you start humming this melody to yourself, trying to will the magic into existence. After about 15 seconds, Radagast goes, "What are you doing? What are you doing to my door?"
I am attempting, good friend, to sprout it anew.
You're going to grow me another door. Do you know how long that's going to take? Boy, get out.
Yes,
now. The three of you exit. Polando joins you outside.
It's going to happen one day, I promise.
I feel very foolish. I'm going to go hack at a tree.
All right.
A fallen one. I'm
Sure.
not a monster.
Polando approaches you, Tanel, and you, Beery, and just says and signs that it is good to see you and that it is nice to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Beery's just like watching Tanel, just like I'm trying to understand what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. So you, the way Polando's communication works, you would understand it. His elven or his wizard magic more or less translates what he is signing to.
That's so cool.
Understand.
I was like, Beery wouldn't know what the hell.
No, but you would.
Awesome.
You would. Yeah, no, this is wizard magic, not elf magic. You're in the clear.
Mm.
So as he's sort of signing to you all, he looks over at you, Tanel, and signs the sign for tree and then sorry. And you understand that, he is incredibly hurt by the loss of the forest and that he is just conveying his condolences to the loss of your home.
It is painful, but Beery actually helped in finding some seeds of the trees. So a little piece of Lorien lives on.
You see Polando sign the sign for good and then also do the sign for life.
Mm-hmm.
I was just following directions. A dear friend of mine told me to make shade, and I never realized that it was actually quite literal.
Yeah.
I don't know what the actual American Sign Language is for brute, but I'm going to pretend that he signs BRUTE, meaning he's questioning Halbarat saying that.
Yeah. That's the one. Hey, Actually, with those very fine hands of yours, here, hold this together, would you? And he's like Beery's kind of sewing a little something out of like kind of dark charcoal gray leather. Mm-hmm. Just hold those two ends. Just
holds it.
Yeah, just close together. Guides his hands and then just begins to sew like towards him as like a little inseam. And then takes perfect. Yes.
Could we maybe just wait for that?
There's no time like the present.
All right. It's like, just Tanel's just like, kind of like, just frozen like this. Like, what do I even do right now?
Halloweth, make an awareness check for me as you go hit a tree.
Oh God.
Oh, yay. I love these random ones. Always make me feel safe and fantastic.
Please tell me he's like slam dancing out in the woods.
Yeah, make an awareness check for me, please.
I got a 16, one of them being a 6.
All right. Halloweth, as you moodily sort of lament the fact that you haven't quite been in touch with your elven magic for a bit, you do hear a pretty noticeable rustling in the woods about 100 yards away. It is not coming from the path.
I'm going to do a really stupid thing and go into stealth to investigate.
Make a stealth check.
Sorry.
Is it orcs?
Is it orcs? Find out. I do beat my target number.
All right. As you continue to investigate the sound, about 50 yards ahead of you, 100 yards ahead of you, 150 yards, you don't see anything. But then as you approach about 200 yards outside of Radagast's home, you do come across footfalls and you notice tracks that you would recognize as, actually, make a lore check for me.
What would I recognize them as?
You need to make a lore check for me before I tell you.
Oh, we are this close. If he didn't,
Zach? Are you letting us know that you there's a disturbance in the forest?
He did not. He did not. He's 200 yards ahead. What's your lore check?
Is there?
Oh no.
Is there anything that there's no way I would be able to take advantage of this, would I? If I'm in stealth, do I have a...
Not for lore checks. How bad is it?
Oh God.
An instant failure. So not that you don't know what the footprints are, but they are seeming to be covered or brushed away. But you are a skilled enough tracker to know that there is something or some things out there.
Okay.
Do you want to keep stealthing? You want to keep investigating?
My heart says yes, my head says no. And the Eye of Sauron has basically dictated my choice. So no, I'm going to go back and tell the others, amidst finding another doorway for Radagast, I found some tracks. I don't know what they are, but I'm going to go investigate. So, so long, farewell. If I don't come back in 10 minutes, just come find me.
No,
do you want company? Do we need to stick together?
I suppose so. Yes, come hither.
How about this? I'll stay very far behind in Island, and then you sneak ahead.
Sounds good to me.
Perfect.
All right. I need to make a roll myself.
And while you're rolling that, Don, as we pass the hut, Tanel is going to kind of keep an ear to the hut to see if she can hear what Radagast and Alatar are saying.
Okay.
Yeah,
so why don't we do it this way? While Halloweth was out doing his initial investigation, you wanted to listen to that conversation.
Dropping some eaves.
Yeah, let's drop some eaves. Let's see if you can hear it though. Go ahead and make an awareness check for me.
Alrighty, where is
I'm imagining this is meanwhile that Polando is...
while the sewing is happening with you and Polando as the wizard
closer together. That's good.
16 beat my target number of 14.
All right. Okay. As you are sort of leaning in closer, you do hear a conversation that is happening between Polando and Radagast. And it is more Radagast explaining what he said to you, but in more detail. He was a great fiery bird, Alatar. You don't understand. And where have you been? And you hear you would kind of know all of this backstory because have Hallowith's dream sort of having had that explained to you. We were in Rune and we went through and we were betrayed by Saruman. He came to visit us, and there were many, many long years in the crystal. Crystal? What kind of crystal? Dark magic. Oh, well, yes, there's a lot of that going around these days. There is, and we need your help to fight it. But he's so powerful, and I am so... You do not know your own strength. Well, it was always you two, and then Mithrandir, and... he's gone. Yes, I know. And this kind of sentimentality goes on, but you don't really glean any new info. With the 16, you don't really glean any new crazy information, secrets that may be dropped. Perfect. Meantime, I am going to ask, are the three of you going together to investigate what this was?
Why not?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I will need you all to... Are you doing this stealthily?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. The three of you
You're
both
standing way back, like in eyesight, so probably like 50 yards back behind him.
Cool. So why don't we do this? The two elves give me a stealth check. Beery, give me an awareness check.
Oh, perfect.
I beat my stealth by a lot.
I have a feeling you might do that.
I got 2 6s.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Whoa. Sneaky boy.
18, so I beat it by 7.
Okay. Beery.
Oh yeah. Terrible.
Beat your target.
Terrible.
Oh, you do not beat your target number.
No.
Okay. So with the two elves looking together, you do manage to find fresher tracks. You can tell that these are very fresh, made maybe within the last 5 to 10 minutes. Beery, with a failed awareness check and the mute wizard behind you, you do not notice the footfall of soft padded feet behind you. You watch as Palando quick turns and grabs you as well, and standing in front of you are 3 wargs and 3 orcs ready to pounce. But they are not attacking. Palando is at the ready, and Max, you would be at the ready. Hallowith, Tanel, you are about 50 yards out.
Right.
Oh, let's boogie. Let's do this. Oh man, I'm ready.
Are you attacking?
Okay.
Oh!
Does Hallowith assumes turns around at the yelp, almost undoubtedly that Barry would make.
Beery, are you letting out a whelp when this happens?
Yeah.
It'd be like, as like Palando's like pulling on his chain shirt, and I get you. It was stealthing. And then spin around, and then you would hear an uproarious yop.
All right. Here's how we're gonna play it since we're not in combat yet. Tanel, Hallowith, you two would need to, if we enter combat, use a turn to get up close and join the fight. However, we are not in combat yet, and as you are approaching to take out the weapons, Palando puts out a hand and holds up one finger to you. And the wargs start to growl. And the orcs do not attack. They wait.
Beery slowly takes the shield from his back and now what the hells are you doing here?
One of the wargs opens its mouth
and
says,
reminding you that I am everywhere.
And 2 of the wargs start to circle you so that they are at your side and Palando's side, trapping you in a triangle attack. As you are approaching, Tanel, Hallowith, I will say you are now 25 yards closer.
As they're kind of buying a little bit of time
Mhm.
for his compatriots, holding his shield and slowly taking his just one-handed hammer from his
The
belt.
orcs are also doing the same,
Mhm.
pulling out their shields and swords.
And I'm here to remind you, your days are numbered.
The same warg looks you dead in the eye and goes,
Die.
and lunges at you. I need everybody to roll and choose your stances.
Oh,
Yes!
God!
Let's do it. Okay, so
God,
we're
what
gonna
are
have
stances
rollies.
again?
Yeah, we haven't had combat in a few months at this point for us. Beery, I need you to have a rollies with this warg to see if he takes you by surprise.
Rollies? The
Rollies.
D12, right?
You're just rolling a d12 for me to see who goes first.
9.
Eye of Sauron. Ooh, okay.
Oh,
You know what? Beery is going forward. After the visions and what has been said recently and the things that have transpired, yeah, he's going forward. Beery's coming unglued and he's bringing the hammer down.
All right. Beery in the open position. All right. Halloweth, Tanel, at this point, you could probably only be in rearward. You could potentially use this first turn of movement to move rather than fire your weapon to be in close combat range.
I'll stay rearward for now.
Okay. Rearward to Halloweth.
I'll also stay rearward, but advancing. Like at the moment I'm rearward, but I'm getting steadily close. I never stop moving.
Okay, cool. So you would need to use an action to move. So you would not be able to attack one turn and move the same one.
Okay, sure.
Okay, cool. All right. Meanwhile, Palando is also going to be in the open, and we've got wargs, warg 1, warg 2, warg 3, then orc 1, orc 2, and orc 3. All right, Beery taking the forward position. You get to roll first against this warg.
Okay. Okay.
Also, are you taking out the anvil hammer that you've created?
The anvil hammer is no. It takes a minute to kind of cobble together. So
just your
he's
standard
got
one?
the standard hammer.
Standard hammer. Let's do it.
And he's going with the shield, and yeah, he's gonna try and bring it right between the eyes.
Ooh, okay. Do you want to make a called shot to try and dispatch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a nice strike.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll for me.
Oh, well, I rolled a 6, but also holy crap, I broke 30.
Did you really?
What?
26, 34.
34. Did you put all of your level ups?
I had to add another D6 because he's forward. He's been putting everything into craft and hammers.
Oh my God, you min-maxing beautiful man, you.
Wow.
I'm not trying to, but he knows he has a big fight ahead.
Brilliant.
Good for
Absolutely brilliant. Hang on. This requires something important. You ready?
When he's usually in the defensive.
Let's do this.
Absolutely
Let's do
perfect.
this.
Yes.
Nice. Excellent.
I love that.
Excellent.
Oh, so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna get like a little sprint and then leap into the air and whack, bring it down.
Fury. With a 30, you have absolutely no problem. A 34, excuse me.
Get it right, Don.
With the first over 30 roll of the campaign, you have absolutely no problem taking this hammer and thwack, bringing it down on the head of this warg. Now remind me again, how much damage does your hammer do?
So this is the little one, so that is 5.
5. All right. The first warg takes 5 points of damage.
Oh, sorry, 6.
6. All right. Warg takes 6 points of damage. That warg is now going to attack you. Your parry score is 18 with the shield, correct?
It is. Also, as So in the forward position, can I intimidate foe as a secondary action?
You can. Yes. Go ahead.
As the warg kind of like yelps and like reels back from the impact a little bit, he's gonna point the probably now like more furry hammer at him.
Yeah, it's got some blood and fur on it.
Yeah, what's he gonna say? He's gonna gesture to the orcs, kind of in a sweeping motion.
Mm-hmm.
How about you leave the slime out of this fight and you come to us? Quit hiding.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I might need to make some rolls for this. Remind me again, what does intimidate? What does intimidate foe do again? I'm so sorry. I have to look
you're
up
good.
battles and stances. I think this is the first time we've actually used them.
Yeah, intimidate foe is awe. So I have to beat my
You have to
challenge.
to make an awe check for me. All right, so make an awe check for me then.
You got it. Oh my god, that was a journey. I promise, I swear to God, I'm not cheating. I rolled 2 2s, but a Gandalf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because of that then. Okay. Hang on. I need to make some rolls.
And I had to beat an 11 if that gives you
Okay,
any
yeah, no,
consolation.
that does help. That does help. Okay.
Okay, I'm worried. I started off strong. That means he's gonna die.
All right. I hit the I hit the mic.
So
All right,
much
ready?
is happening.
It's a lot.
Ready? I need to make some rolls for the orcs. Please hold.
Oh, I would love the sound of that.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
Failure. Success. Failure.
What is it?
Tinel, Halloweth,
Oh god.
2 of you watch from a distance as this warg lunges at Beery, and Beery, faster than you have ever seen him move before, brings the hammer down on its head, and it yelps and stumbles, and you can't quite hear what he says, but you watch as 2 of the orcs uncharacteristically flee into the forest.
Oh
The warg.
my god.
The
End
warg
of my
is
turn.
now up.
Yes!
All right,
That felt good!
making the
Nice.
attack against you.
Bring it.
That is, your parry score is an 18 with the shield, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, that is not enough. Completely dazed by this incredible blow that you dealt it tries to chomp at you with its teeth and just completely misses, stumbling off to the side. Halloweth, you are up.
Okay. I am going to call a shot
Okay.
with just a straight plain arrow. I am going to try and shoot this orc.
Okay, the one remaining.
Yes, straight through both ears.
Ooh. Okay, make
In
an
one
attack
ear
roll.
and out the other.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Okay.
This music rips, by the way.
Mhm,
Cullen
mhm.
Vance, man, he is
Thank you,
incredible.
Okay, 1 second. I beat my target number by 13.
Yeah.
Gotta start having tougher enemies for you people.
With
Good.
a
I mean, I
6.
did almost just try and kill you with Galadriel.
I was
Okay.
about to say.
With that, you let the arrow sail off, and you watch as the arrow just goes in and out. No helmet on this orc, and it topples over dead.
Can he slide into the underbelly if he's strapped on? Just like
He
hangs
is
there
not
beneath?
strapped on. They are off to the side.
Okay, that's
All
fine.
right.
Gotcha.
All right. It is now Warg number 2's turn, and it is also going to try and make an attack, but at Palando.
Oh, Palando. If you harm Palando, I swear to God, he's
Fury.
so sweet. Oh,
You watch as this orc let me try that again. Beery, you watch as the warg that was circling you on Palando's side lunges at Palando, and he tries to bring the staff up, but he is not fast enough, and chomp. The teeth come down into Palando's arm, and he gives a silent guttural cry with no sound that comes out. Palando takes an unspecified amount of damage.
Oh, poor guy. He's so charming.
Halloweth, you're up. Excuse me. Tinel, you're up.
I was gonna say again.
Yeah, no.
I was way too focused. I was like, yeah, it's Halloweth's turn. Just... All right. Well, the orc's gone now.
Yes, all 3 of the orcs are gone.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Okay, so I'm gonna take out my Lorien bow that I just got.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to shoot at the warg.
Okay.
That is... Had to look at what I roll again.
It's been a while since we've...
17. So
17.
beat my target number.
Beat your target number and whatever parry score the warg may have. So no worries. So yes, you send your bow and it hits the broadside of the other warg that is just basically in the flank. And it takes, your bow does 4 points of damage.
4 points,
it's a great bow. All right.
Yes.
Warg number 2 takes 4 points of damage. All right, we are back to the top of the order. Beery, you're up. You're muted.
Already? Oh my gosh, that was so fast. Okay. So how many wargs?
Oh wait,
are there
hang on.
right now?
I'm so sorry. Nope. There's a third warg. There was a third
I was
warg
about
that
to say,
was on your side. Nope, my mistake. Let me try that again. Beery.
Bring it.
There is another warg that is going to lunge at you as it was flanking you.
Do your worst.
Oh. It is an 18, and for ties, the advantage is given to the attacker. So, Beery, you watch as you're intimidating these orcs. You do not notice this other warg come down and try to rip its claws into your front, and you feel that the front paws are digging a little bit past your chainmail, and you start to feel the piercing damage into it. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
You got it.
All right. Beery, you are now up. However, you are engaged in combat, and there is a warg more or less on top of you.
Oh boy. When it comes to changing my stance, is that a turn, or is that you can do that as like almost a...
Changing your stance does take a turn.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna let it rip. Yeah, he's just gonna try to hit it. Yeah, give it like a backswing and then try to get up underneath to kind of slam into its rib cage as it's kind of like hanging on him. Get up.
Make a roll. Yeah, make a roll.
Oops. Yeah. Oh, and a 6.
And a 6. Okay. This warg who is pouncing on top of you, you manage to get a hand free and just thwack it across the flank, and between Tinel's arrow in one side and your hammer in the other, you do manage to sort of shake it off. That warg takes another 5 points of damage. Palando is up. Palando is going to take a very subtle moment where the warg, try that again. With the warg on his arm, literally crushing down into his hand, take his free hand and put it on the warg's head. And as he does so, Beery, you watch him whisper something. No sound comes out, but the jaws come loose. And I need to make a quick roll. You watch the warg loosen its jaw, quick shake it off, and go. And it's gonna try and attack again, but it's not its turn. So, Tinel, you are up. Or excuse me, hang on, let me try that again. God, I'm so out of practice with combat.
It's all right.
All right, Halloweth, No, wait, this is going to be, oh my God, this is so bad.
It's okay. We haven't, it's been 2 months since we've had a combat.
Fury. It is the other wargs that initially attacked you that you did not defeat. It is going to try and do the same thing for you, but this time it is going to go for your legs.
Ooh.
6, 5,
They're only about this
5,
long,
2.
so they should be all right.
Yeah, no, they're a little bit tiny, but he rolled an 18, which is another tie, which means he gets it there. So you manage to get the other warg off, but just as quickly, chomp, even through the chainmail on your feet.
Die!
This warg's teeth bites down into you. You take another 5 points of damage. Aluith, you're up.
Woo!
Okay.
A little help here.
Yeah, I'm coming. Halueth is going to put away his bow and draw out Galadriel's dagger and advance to the forward position.
Okay. So that would be your turn. You know you can't attack this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Would you like to do anything for your secondary action?
No, not just yet.
Okay.
No.
All right. 2 orcs have fled. Tanel, you shot the third one. That means you're up.
Wonderful. So still advancing, but staying rearward.
Sure.
She's going to get into a position to take aim at the warg. The warg that Beery hit just like straight down the forehead. Is that one attacking
That's the
him?
one that's on his feet right now.
Okay, cool. Then she is going to aim for that one and aim for his eye.
A called shot.
Yes.
Give me a roll.
Right, hold on. Called shot, I added D6, right? Yeah.
Called shot, you take away a D6, but
That's right.
since you've got the ability, the elven ability,
That's right.
it's just a normal roll.
Thank you. Son of a... Nope.
Is it an Eye of Sauron?
No, it's just 2 2s and a 4.
Oh, not great. All right.
Yeah, God!
What happened to
arrow-
Lucky 10?
It's
Oh.
gone! I used it all up during the Galadriel fight.
She's alive and so are all of you, so
That's
it's
true.
okay. Works out for the
Yes.
best. Uncharacteristically,
Oh, God.
Tanel, the arrow goes wide, and you're not entirely sure why, but you feel like something might be a little bit off. Maybe whatever smells were in Radagast's place are just throwing you off a little bit, and maybe
She just like
seeing
looks
Beery.
at the bow. It's like,
That was strange.
yeah.
All right. It is now the other warg's turn. And seeing arrows fly, as you two continue to advance, it is now going to run and attack you, Halueth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's your parry score? Remind me.
18.
18. All right. And you are in the forward position, correct? Which means that this warg gets an extra D6.
Yeah, that's-
Dang it.
Welcome to the party, buddy.
Halueth, deft as you
Yes.
are with this dagger out, this warg, with an uncharacteristic blinding speed, shoots up at you, advances on you very quickly, comes up to you just a couple inches from your face before you can even react, and goes, I hope the finger doesn't hurt too much, and attempts to chomp at you again, and does manage to chomp onto your shoulder and grabs and bites you. You take 5 points of damage.
Oof. Okay.
All right. It is Palando's turn, and Palando has had enough of this. All right. Palando is... Sorry, I've been wanting to do this, and he finally rolled well enough that he can. Palando, looking around, looks down at the ground and sees an enormous pine cone.
Yay.
Grabs the pine cone and very quickly uses his breath to light the pine cone on fire. And fast as he is, hang on, let me make an athletics check just to make sure people don't think I'm cheating.
I hope you
Sit.
rolled well.
That's 3 6s.
Gross.
plus whatever he rolled. You
Whoa.
watch, Beery, as this pine cone on fire gets shoved down this warg's throat as it attempts to chomp. And you watch as this warg suffocating and on fire from the inside, struggles to stay upright. And making another roll for the warg, I have Sauron. Flees off into the forest.
God.
Rolando looks around at you, and you two make eye contact for a quick second. It is now the last warg's turn, but because of built-in mechanics that we have that are homebrew, when a final enemy is remaining, even though it is in combat, it does have the opportunity to flee. But seeing as how this is a creature possessed by Gwai here, I need to make a roll to see if this thing will flee as well.
Is this the one on Halloweth?
This is the one on Halloweth.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
2, 4. Okay. The warg remains clamped onto Halloweth's shoulder. Beery, you're up.
Oh God. Don't just give me this. Oh, how's it looking? Like, is it on death's door? Does it look like it's got a lot of fight left in it?
This is the one that you hit from the side. There's another arrow sticking out of it, and Halloweth is currently, right next to it with a knife.
I mean, okay. Does it look like one blow away from death's door, or like, it looks okay?
It looks okay.
Okay. I mean, what else is he gonna do? Well, there's a lot of things he could do.
You have the dagger that you could potentially throw. You've got hammers.
Actually, thank you for reminding me. Yes. Is it an action to change weapons?
I'd say if you want to pull it out and throw it, that'd be fine.
Okay. No. Well, so right now it's clamped around around my buddy.
Mhm.
He's gonna take the dagger out, the King's Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
I want to draw him up for you guys just to create more character for him. You made him.
Yeah.
And he's going to he's gonna technically stab the bastard, but he's gonna do it by reaching it into its mouth, because their mouth is big, right?
The mouth is currently clamped onto Halloweth's shoulder.
There's not like a space deeper in.
You could probably do it by the throat, but that would have to be a called shot.
Oh no, he's gonna. I was just trying to keep it from like cutting down more.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna go right on the side of the neck. Wham!
Okay. All right, give me a roll.
Yeah, gladly. This is not a hammer.
No, this is a sword, so you have much less opportunity to hit.
Crap.
I know, it's because you put everything in hammers.
Oh, but he is forward. Everything in hammers, always. Wait a minute. Okay, he rolled a 6, and I hit my target number.
Okay,
not by much, but he did.
With rolling a 6, you gain an extra piercing damage. Roll another d6 for me, and you're going to deal that much damage. And because this is an enemy of Sauron, you get to do another d6 of piercing damage.
Yes! 8 total.
Okay, 8 total.
My
Beautiful.
God.
It was a 5 and a 3.
All right. Halloweth, you're up.
Is the warg still clamped onto my shoulder? Or is
The warg is still clamped onto your shoulder.
Can I intimidate foe first?
Yes. However, this will be done at disadvantage because it is Gwai here within. You understand that this is Gwai here within. So make an intimidate foe.
Okay.
Hope.
Hope, yeah.
Do you want to use a fellow? Actually, yes, I will. A fellowship point.
Sorry.
I mean.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to make use a fellowship point? All right.
Yes.
Mark one fellowship off, and then do you want to use a hope point?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Okay. How much? What would I be rolling?
Intimidate foe. This is an awe check, which I don't know if you have that marked on your.
I do.
We do.
Awe check.
Make
Okay,
an awe
fine.
check.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay.
How many d6s is this?
4. 4
Okay.
d6s. Yeah, I beat it easily.
You beat it easily. Okay.
Job, Hal.
Yeah.
I now need to make a roll to see whether the Gwahir part or the warg part wins out.
Okay. Can I tell if I tell you what I got, does that make it easier? If I tell
Yeah,
you how
what
much I
did you
beat it
get?
by? Okay. I got a 26, so I beat my target number by 14.
Good.
Whoa.
Lord. Tell me what you say.
Nanda Fuin, which means back to the shadows.
Oh, I'm giving this warg disadvantage. That was so cool.
Yeah!
Whew, okay.
Yes. So much yes to that.
Please.
An eye of Sauron on
Yeah.
that ill-favored roll.
Yes! Yes!
Halloweth, without even using the dagger, you speak the Elvish and you see, almost like when you see those nature documentaries and the whales look you in the eye, you see the sentience disappear for a moment as it blinks and the jaw loosens and the warg trying to get a hold of itself sprints in the opposite direction, arrow in its flank. We're out of combat.
Oh my
Amazing.
god.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And that is where we are going to take our 1 hour break.
Fair.
5-minute break.
Excuse me.
Break
I
after.
say that every time. That is where we're going to take our 5-minute break.
Don't go away for an hour.
All in a moment. And welcome back. When we last left off, our heroes successfully fought off and or intimidated a group of wargs and orcs, but the power dynamics between the two seemed very, very different. The three of you meet in the clearing where Alatar and Radagast both burst from the non-existent door from the doorway. This fight lasting really only a couple of seconds. And it happening so fast, Radagast with his staff up and Alatar going, Palando! Seeing that he is bleeding, rushes to his side and starts tending the wound, looks up at the three of you. What happened?
Wargs advanced. It was possessed by Guahir.
There are more of them. Out in the forests. We must be on our guard. I fear we must cut this reunion short. But we have business with Isengard. Where will the three of you go?
You're going. And she looks at Radagast when she says that.
And Radagast very timidly looks up at you all and goes, Yes. As it may be against my better judgment, but perhaps I can right some of the wrongs that I have. And he just kind of trails off.
Thank you.
Don't beat yourself up. I understand how important creations are. How near and dear. I mean, it's a part of you. It's a part of your soul. Don't worry about it. And if it's any consolation to you coming to grips with your soul as you're on your journey, is there anything that would be as use to us on our journey in your shack to help us along our trek?
Radagast looks back at his house, back at you, Beery, and over to you, Halloweth. And he just says, well, there's no door anymore. Make a persuasion check for me, Beery.
Get you the bloody
Little
door.
help here.
Ooh.
And reminder, you do have hope points and or fellowship points if there's any extra stuff you want to.
Wait a minute.
Do some math.
Oh.
Wait a minute. He succeeded in a persuasion check.
No.
He did?
What'd you get?
Well, okay. Yeah, he got like 3 over his Yeah.
Wow.
He did
3
it.
over.
That is incredible. Congratulations.
Hey.
Is that your first successful persuasion check
It
of the whole
is.
campaign?
Oh my god.
Wow.
He's good at some things and bad at others.
Oh, that's incredible. That is incredible. With that successful persuasion check, Radagast looks back at the house, back at you, Beery. Well, I don't suppose the door is much use anymore, and half of it's burned down. Fine. Go. But be warned. Some of it may be flammable, and some of it may not be for consumption.
Oh, yeah, Beery there's a dust trail. There's a vapor trail behind Beery's ass. But I mean, there's a limp because he just got his leg bit.
You're there's some blood seeping through that
Oof, yeah,
that
he's not
chainmail.
looking good.
As Beery goes off, Tanel's just like, please be careful. Forget
it. All right. Beery, we'll come to your kleptomania in a moment.
Hey, it's not stealing if it's offered.
As Barry leaves, Halloweth's just going to call and say, what's the tally now?
What is the tally, you two?
Oh, that's right.
You dog.
Beery just stops like a cartoon. Just like,
Yeah. It was nil. Oh. The ears.
Orc.
Damn it. Wait a minute. Does intimidation also add to the tally? Because that is defeating them.
It's
having
kills.
conversation in character.
It's kill.
He scared the pants off them orcs.
I know, but I scared off a warg as well. I don't think it does. I think it's kills. I don't think they would have counted.
Yeah, I'm gonna chime in as lore master. If we're going true contest Legolas Gimli style, it's kills. Because one of them had an axe embedded in his nervous system for Gimli. He didn't get any. He didn't get any bonus points for scaring him off. All right. So,
damn it.
What is the tally now, gentlemen?
I don't know.
It's 5-1.
Is it 5-1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, these Beery's usually in a defensive stance, right? And
yeah, but I thought you got another. I thought you got one extra.
No.
Not between the fell beast and now.
Yeah, I thought it was the fell beast.
The fell beast was you and Ilarin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Halloweth, yeah.
oh yeah.
Sorry.
Way to rub it in, you dog.
Beery's gonna go scouting for some trouble.
I didn't mean to do.
No,
Beery's gonna come across a camp and just silently
just plant a bomb in the center
laughing.
of their...
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's this barrel of ale. Toss. It's if you've ever played the Shadow of Mordor.
Exactly.
Games,
the grog, firing into the grog and the campfires.
Yeah, just poison the grog and explode.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Beery, we'll come to what you find in the shack. This might be an after the show kind of thing. We'll see how you
write that
roll.
down on my notes.
Yeah. Meantime, Alatar is going to continue to wrap the arm with some bandages that he has, and looks over at the two elves and goes, "Apologies for being off so quick, but it seems that either you or we were tracked. We cannot wait. We have business with Isengard. Where will you go next?"
I was actually going to ask Beery. We received word from Erebor as well, but he helped us save what was left of Lorien. I think it only fair. And she kind of looks to Halloweth for a second, says, I think it's only fair if we help Beery as well and his homeland.
Halloweth's going to look over at Beery and try and read his body language at this point.
Make an insight check, or
he's going through a bunch of rubble and stuff right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Well, let's see if you can. Do you still want to try?
Yeah, I still will.
Go ahead and make an insight check for me.
He's going to loudly proclaim right before as well, and just be like, "Yes, we might head to Erebor."
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this:
Would
Beery have a reaction to that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, make an insight check then, Alwith.
Yeah, I beat my target number by 1. Oof.
By 1. Okay. Beery, please describe how you would have reacted upon hearing the name Erebor.
Ooh. As he's kind of picking through things and gleefully very excited for all these new possibilities and all these things. The second he says, you say Erebor, peeks over and just studies you all. Oh.
Hang on. Don't eat that. Did you break this?
Oh my God.
She broke this. Oh my God. All right, well, I'm closing the door for now.
That dog just Kool-Aid man.
So that's actually a very loving recreation of how Halloweth
opened into Radagast. I was just about to say.
I have to leave it in now. I have to leave it in.
Oh my gosh.
Did someone say Erebor?
For those listening on the
Did someone
podcast,
say Erebor?
the loud noise that you heard was my dog breaking a little guard that we have that is just like one of those little hotel locks, but it's, tiny adhesive. She just straight up, because there's cat food right by the door. So now we're going to have to move that somewhere. My apologies for the interruption. Let us continue with let us continue with what I assume would have been a very serious, possibly traumatic moment for this dwarf. Carry on, Beery. Nothing to see here.
So that was just too good. And it was the best watching it happen before Dawn realized what was taking place.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
So what you would see with that roll is Beery gleefully going through things. And the second he hears the word Erebor, he perks up and looks over and in just scans you all for a second to just understand the context. And then 1,000-yard stare and thought. And then get back to work. Seems to be a lot of inner conflict for sure.
Okay. All right. Halloweth, you noticing this, definitely get the sense that there's something going on with Beery. As you mention Erebor, though, Radagast does pipe up. Oh, Erebor, not Dol Guldur? You're not... Well, just... I assume you saw it on your way here? Yes? No? Maybe you avoided the area?
We didn't go near Dol Guldur.
Oh, well...
We assumed it was abandoned.
Oh, my dear boy. There are very few of my animals left because of the evil that comes from that place. I can only assume something is happening there. We are going to Isengard, though. Yes, but you, well, I would hate to ask, but... And you hear Alatar pipe up and go, Radagast, please. Yes. There is something happening at Dol Guldur. Send news to us if you see anything there, if you are willing to go.
Yes, of course.
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
In Howard's head, he's just going, fine.
Excellent. As you all agree, Alatar reaches out a hand and goes, send word to us in Isengard, but the bird should be able to find us. And he gives a quick... And Tanel, you watch as a beautiful, larger than normal raven settles down onto Alatar's hand as he has finished taking care of Palando. And he whispers a quick word as he strokes the raven, and it very gracefully flits and flies over to your shoulder and gives a quiet
Oh.
The bird should be able to find us.
Wonderful. Does he have a name?
Not yet.
We shall call him Rook.
Yes, Rook the Raven.
Rook the Raven. It's canon.
I'm undone.
Oh my god.
Perfect. Rook
That is
inspiration.
You know what? I don't care if it's too meta. Take a hope point for that one.
Oh, really?
I will take a hope point.
Is it too meta? Of course it is. Do I care? It's our show. We can do what we want.
It's true.
Like that Miley Cyrus song. It's our party. We can do what we... Right? No, just me? Okay.
Well, no. I know. I know.
It's also it's in a much longer, like, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to.
That is a much better.
Yeah.
That is a much better pop culture reference than my very obscure part of Miley Cyrus song. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right.
Tanel says, "I take it your business is more with Saruman than of what became of Isengard."
I have no need for Orthanc, but the man inside.
I wish you luck.
May he be thrown from the top floor.
You see Alatar and Palando both kind of look down a little solemnly and look back up at you, Halloweth, and go,
I forget they were friends.
Though his treachery runs deep, he may yet be swayed, given everything that has transpired.
I'm sure I need not remind one so wise and so experienced as yourselves of the power of his persuasive voice. Please, please be wary of his tongue.
You watch as Palando opens his mouth and makes the cutting gesture with a closed fist and thumb.
Oh, that's a good
And
plan. Good
Alatar
plan.
looks down and goes, "Oh, we will be twice as wary as we were before. But need I remind you that the wise may also trust to hope when there seems to be none."
Wise indeed.
You have much to learn, young one. I wish you well on your travels.
It's nice to be called that after all these years.
Tanel's kind of like, now he knows how it feels.
In the modern world, how would be like, stop.
It's like when your ID.
You want to check my ID?
Like, thanks.
Alternate universe where you all get transported isekai style to like the modern world. Welcome to Sword Art Online, Middle Earth Edition.
Yay.
All right. With this next part of your journey seemingly told to you, you having all decided, or rather, two of you decided. Beery doesn't necessarily know what's going on right now. Beery will roll for all of Beery will roll for all of your. Actually, yeah, we got some time. Beery,
Let's do this.
Yeah.
let's roll for what you are gonna find. I need you
Woo.
to make an explore check or a scan check for me, please.
Oh my god.
Whichever you would prefer.
We might need this stuff in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming we will. Where's hope at? Okay. Is it dark in his cabin? Is it dank? Is it shaded?
Oh, you trying to use that dark for dark business ability?
Hmm.
You know what? I don't remember what time of day I said, so I'm just gonna roll a dice. We'll call this a 9 or higher. It's dark enough.
Okay.
That's a 9. No kidding. It's a 9. You can't see it because of the glare. Okay. Yes, it is in fact dark enough. Would you like to use how many d6? Oh god. Gonna have to increase the difficulty level for you people.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh yes.
How many d6 you rolling?
Oh, almost all of them.
Do it.
Yeah. Oh.
Tell me. For those listening on the podcast, he put his hands on his face.
Okay. He is favored with scan.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled 2 Eyes of Sauron.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
But also 2 6s.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you hit your target number?
Would that be 1 with the Eye of Sauron?
So with the Eye of Sauron, it would be a 1, which usually
Okay.
means an instant failure. But with the 6s, and
I'm not here to cheat the system here.
No. Let's see what did you get? What did you get? That's so interesting. That's only our second double ones of the campaign. The other one was rolled by Galadriel.
So with double Saurons, he rolled a
Mhm.
19 and his wits is 13.
Oh, interesting.
You failed and still succeeded.
Yeah.
God.
He's just good at a few things.
Yep.
You lucky son of a gun. Okay. You know what?
Well, but he doesn't know any
Right,
what this
right,
stuff
right.
looks like.
Okay. So I'm going to say this. So the reward, you won't be able to find everything you're looking for, and much of it is burned. You see that a lot of the vials are broken. The bed is charred, all of the things that he was keeping in there. But I will say, hang on, let me get my...
Sorry for all the loot, you guys.
Oh no, don't apologize at all. You are the only one that has like items.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Halloweth are just like, whatever.
Yeah, we just carry on. We're like, we just need some rations and a bow.
Pretty much, yeah.
You guys are good to go. Hopefully it'll come in handy.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, with 2 Eyes of Sauron, but still beating your target number, you manage to find the following. You find 1 pouch full of Athelas weed. The plant. It's not a potion yet. It could potentially be. Not like that, Zach.
He said it was a dank place, okay?
Oh my god.
He's got the clear calming liquid and 1 pouch of Athelas weed.
Yeah. You've got the clear calming liquid and the blue liquid that you stole before that you haven't been able to find out. You have the Athelas pouch. You also have, because a lot of it is burned, there's really not much, but you manage to sift through the debris and you find another vial that is bright red, but it is unclear what it is at this point. You would have to put some effort into discovering what it is.
I love this. Yes, I love mystery.
All right, so that is your rolls. Incredible automatic failures leading to a kind of success. I'm actually kind of impressed that worked. All right.
And Athelas is a healing remedy, correct?
Yes, Halloweth found some Athelas plants in episode 3, I believe, and you can make a potion out of it, which will heal you a bit more, or you can use the plant, make it a paste and dab it on your body, but it will heal you less so than a potion would, because there's no healing, because there's no healing potion mechanics besides the Miravor that you have sort of in this world. We're kind of rolling with the punches as we go.
I love it.
All right. As the 3 of you sort of gather in this clearing, Alatar, Palando, and Radagast sort of standing in front of you. Radagast looks at the 3 of you and goes, well, it was a pleasure meeting you 3. And you can kind of tell he doesn't quite mean it, but he's trying to put on as many pleasantries as he possibly can.
Thank you for going. It means a lot.
We wish you good speed, good health, good luck, and a swift knife against the tongue of Saruman.
You watch as Palando gives just the smallest little chuckle, like Alatar, not quite as thrilled at the idea of violence, just goes, we shall do what we must. And remember, the bird will find us. You said his name was Rook?
Indeed.
We'll take good care of him.
And the bird gives a quiet, ah! Very well then. Farewell. Master Dwarf.
He's just currently shaking a bottle, looking into the light. And,
I hope those dreams don't trouble you too much, and you learn from what you must.
Kind of looks to his travel companions just kind of suspiciously. Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm learning things. Yeah, every day, always getting better. So, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you have fair travel. Stay safe. We need all hands on deck around here.
You have a habit of removing hands, you 3.
Yes, we 3 collectively, it's a thing. Mm-hmm.
It's the second time I've broken character today. I'm so sorry.
As I do quickly, as the wizards are sort of leaving and we're starting to take our separate ways, Tanel very quietly to Beery says, I told them we would check. But if Erebor is more important, the moment they are out of sight, we will turn north.
You see Beery's kind of broad chest and shoulders palpitate a little bit as he kind of hyperventilates for a second. So, No, unnecessary. No, nope. Everybody's fine. There's no place more safe than underground with silly little air beasts flitting about. No, Erebos fine. Was that one of them?
Careful, those flubberworms will get you.
The flubberworms.
They fly.
Sorry.
That was
No, that
so
was
good.
great.
That was perfect.
Oh my god.
No, Tin. Hey, Tin. I appreciate the concern, but there is no place on Middle Earth more prepared to withstand this terror than Erebor.
All right. If that's what you want, then we'll head to Dugador.
Do we need to check in with Gondor and the fair elven lady, the dark-haired lady that was running?
It would probably be a good idea, but to be fair, Halbarad is heading that way. And I'm sure
Also,
he's chopping anything that gets in his way in half.
I mean, he's a good friend. Also, do you realize you have a bird on your shoulder?
Yes, it's fascinating, isn't it?
Okay, good. Okay. I just want to make damn sure. I mean, I leave one moment and you got a bird.
The raven named Rook gives a little as it looks down at you, Barry, and just kind of tilts its head a little bit.
I don't like birds. Weird.
Oh, but he's lovely.
I don't like birds. It's weird. Look at it. It moves like a lizard. It's weird.
What?
All right, let's go.
To be fair, we are on our way to kill a big bird, so
It's true.
Don't like them. But hey, look what I found. And he holds up the red and blue vial.
And what would that be, Master Dwarf?
He holds one over each eye, almost like 3D glasses. I have no idea, but I'm gonna find out.
Oh goodness.
So we're walking.
Indeed we are.
You've got horses.
Walking with horses.
Riding. It's called riding, Fury. Sorry, I'm metagaming. Carry on.
Okay. May I
DM
help
from the
you?
sky.
May I? It's called riding, peasants. Get on your horses. Okay. Barry, would you like a hand up onto your pony?
Is that a tone? I'll be fine. Gorge, we ride.
So just a reminder to Zach and also potentially Halloween, the cart is behind the horse for Beery. He rides in the back.
Oh, he
Potentially
rides the
somehow.
car, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has the cart.
Gotcha.
And
Oh, yeah, I
so-
forget
so
that he's not going to
your-
be on the... Okay.
Yeah,
that
your
makes more
horse,
sense.
Max Barun, has that sort of like setup
I
because
forget. I always think the Gorge... for some reason, I always think the Gorge is carrying the cart.
He was for a little while.
he can.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did for a bit. But yeah,
Okay,
that
I
is.
figure that.
that
I'm
is-
Okay,
trying to make
cool.
it extra confusing.
All right.
So
That's
right now,
cool.
Beery and Gorge are like,
Yeah, excellent. Yeah.
side by
perched up there,
side.
like, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna hop up onto my horse and we're gonna...
All right. So
Right,
this
I'll-
is going
I'll
to
do
be
that.
riding a horse through a fairly dense forest, but it is clear enough at this point that you can probably make your way. Your elves, you're skilled enough. And, if there are any bumps or bruises along the way, maybe the cart gets damaged a little bit. We'll see what
Oh, no.
happens. But we are now going to be transitioning into your travel towards Dol Guldur. By my map estimation, it is going to take you approximately 2.5 to 3 days on horseback, going the speed you normally would. Again, people think that, it takes a long time to get across Middle Earth, but Gondor to Rohan is like, or Rohan to Gondor is like a 3-day ride from Dunharrow. So like you can get a lot of places by horse fairly quickly. So I would like to have everybody roll for the various travel checks. So I need one of you to make a awareness check, one of you to make a, what is it? It's a scan, a travel, and an awareness.
Okay, I'll do the travel.
I can do awareness. I don't know how much Beery has in scan, though.
Beery's favored in scan. So.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I will do awareness.
My travel is 11.
Okay.
Son of a...
Oh, no.
It's an Eye of Sauron.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 6 on one of the die, though, but...
Okay. Well, no, that helps.
It's a 13, though, and my target number's 14.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
All right.
Sugar.
On scan, success with the 6.
Okay. With that Eye of Sauron, though, I need to go ahead and make a roll of the dice, please.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's going to be great.
Despite the thicker nature of this forest, the first day of travel goes surprisingly well. But towards the end of the evening, the three of you happen upon something that does not seem to be in place where it should be. I need the elves to give me a lore check, please.
Ooh, and we are favored in that, right?
I believe you are, yes.
Yeah. It's 2 Gandalfs.
Is it really?
Yeah. I lost a dice down here, but it's 2 Gandalfs.
Zach, I might not even need you to roll, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I got a 20 with a 6, so I beat my target number by 8.
All right. Well, Tori, you're absolutely tweeting that out as soon as 2 Gandalf.
It's with my normal dice, too.
Oh.
My colorful, pretty ones.
Thank God. So all of your dice are against me now. Goody.
Yeah.
All right. Tanel, as the evening, well, actually, I guess you would probably travel through the night since Beery's roll made it nighttime. You know what? For the sake of ease, let's say you rested the night in the clearing while the wizards went off and then traveled the next day. This will be your first main day of travel, right?
Nice.
As you travel this first day, things go fine. But towards the end of the evening, Tanel, you notice something in the distance, about 100 yards up, is a body. And the body is that of someone with darker skin. And you notice that there is someone from the south, one of the haradrim, seemingly abandoned. His body just as if he fell over, pack on his back.
Tanel kind of like throws her arms out to them, like to the party.
Mm-hmm.
Says, "Do you see that?"
Beery's been sewing in the cart. What?
She's gonna get off of her horse and very quietly approach the man because she's not sure.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, the body is laying there, unclear from this distance if it is breathing, but it is face down.
Boy. She's gonna like take out her dagger and hold it to her side, but she's gonna go up and fully approach the individual.
Okay.
To see if she can see if they're breathing or not.
Are you going close enough to touch the body, or are you keeping your distance?
Close enough to touch, but she's not touching. She's kind of like peering over to see if she can see breathing at all.
Okay, I need you to make a scan check for me.
Oh, righty. Nope. It's a 9.
As far as you can tell, body seems to be unmoving.
She kind of like glances back at Halloweth and Beery.
Hey, Hal. What's going on? Can you see anything?
Yes, there is a body of the haradrim, and hopefully it's dead, but you never can be sure.
Beery, make a lore check for me.
Hey.
You beat your
It
target
was
number?
Just hit his target number.
All right. Beery, you have heard of the haradrim before, but you really only know that they are a peoples from the south, but not much more than that.
Yeah, I really don't know what all that means. Is he haradrim? I mean, I've heard of haradrim before. Are they all named haradrim?
Yes, indeed they are.
Oh no. Hallow it.
Interesting.
Yes.
It's like a surname.
Well,
Fascinating.
Haradrim was the name of their leader, and in accordance to him, as a kind of token of their loyalty, they all named themselves Haradrim after him, or Drimmy for short.
Dreamy.
Make a persuasion check. I am not letting this fly.
This is
without
amazing.
a persuasion check. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Bury it. Come on.
We're getting into mischievous Halloweth now.
I love it. I love it
It's
so
the
much.
flubberworms all over again.
It is the flubberworms all over again. Would I get advantage if is Barry believing this really, or is he tell me? Yeah, he is. Okay.
The sheer
Are you
amount that you
kidding me?
lied just now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I beat my target number.
Beery's captivated. He's sewing some
God.
little bits together. He's just how fascinating. Way to create unity among a people by
Agreed.
all sharing a
Mhm.
commonality, a name. Oh, that's fantastic. If I ever make a great mine out of my summer home with Marvin,
Mhm.
maybe we'll all be the Marvins.
You know what? I think you should. That's please, by all means, if that ever gets started, please let me know.
Beery, you feel a sense of camaraderie with this haradrim because of your remembrance of the line of Durin, where all of the
Durin
dwarves
folk
named Durin. So you understand, however incorrect and meta I may be explaining this to you now.
Oh yeah.
You get it.
Yeah.
All right, Tanel.
As they're
no
having
respect for these people.
Yeah.
Tanel's just watching this conversation and it's just like silently pointing to the body.
I love the thought of Halloweth and Barry just standing over, just talking with his body.
Exactly. He's in the back of a cart,
Indeed.
just sewing.
Yes,
Tanel
as
just
the Drimmy folk, indeed.
I'll remember this forever.
This is
Thank
what
you
I'm-
for
this is-
lending your elven knowledge.
My law knows no bounds.
I hate that I'm about to do this. Give yourself a fellowship point. That was actually
Yes!
quite good. Oh God, what am
Oh,
I doing?
God.
Oh no! Everyone's gonna regret this. Everyone's gonna hate Halloweth.
I regret this, but you know what? It's
No,
for the content.
Halloweth
Yeah,
is
it's all
opening up.
concept.
It's great.
Halloweth's opening up. This is all
I
purely for his
know,
own
and that's what I'm
amusement.
rewarding. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm like, oh, okay.
Halloweth be the worst teacher ever.
Tinel, you are still very cautiously and rightly so wary of this body. Please describe what you are doing as
All right.
you continue to investigate.
Since I can't quite tell if they're breathing or not, I am just gonna roll them over
Okay.
so that their faces up.
As you roll it over,
Mhm.
you hear a breath escape the body,
Jeez.
and its eyes snap open.
She's gonna hover her hand over their chest, almost like a "Hey, you're okay" type of thing.
It looks down at its side, and you notice that there are no weapons at its belt.
Ah, and she's gonna just stab her dagger in the ground and just crouch. We'll just get rid of that.
I thought you were gonna stab him straight.
No, she's gonna put her dagger in the ground.
Okay.
Are you all right?
Marara,
Great.
muere.
You don't. She speaks in Elvish and says, "Do you understand Elvish?"
and just slowly shakes its head.
Great. And she sort of like steps back and offers her hand to help them up.
He is in no condition to move, and he looks down, and you start to notice when you flip the body over, he is covered in bite marks and wounds.
Oh.
He looks up at you and says, "Orc."
Here. And she like gestures to the woods around them.
As much at pain as he is in, he gives the slowest nod.
Tanel is going to say in Elvish, so Halloweth at least understands, I believe we are not alone.
Mm-hmm. Halloweth's going to make a scan.
Make a scan check.
Of words.
And Tanel do that as well?
He's going to nudge
go for it.
He's going to nudge Barry to do the same.
Maybe pokes his finger. Ow!
I do.
Are you sewing right now?
The entire time. He's letting the horse follow the other horses.
Yeah, he Halloweth beats his target number.
Okay.
Same here by 3.
As far out as the elves can see, you scan the rest of the forest. There does not seem to be anything. Whatever happened here, the wounds look old.
Okay. Well, it might be the orcs that we found earlier anyway.
He doesn't understand me.
Beery, seeing that he's injured, is going to hop off the cart, accompanied with Gorge, and just look at him. Does he seem like he's in the process of dying, or does he seem stable?
Make a this would probably be make an awareness check for me on his condition.
Oh
God. No. You're not a doctor. He might be dying. He might be just severely wounded and trying to trick you. Unclear.
Can I make a healing check to see if I can understand exactly how old the wounds are and if he's going to make it?
Yes.
Okay. Do not hit.
All right. Based on your cursory medical training, he's bleeding a lot. You'd probably guess he's not going to make it. And if you were going to try and save him, it would be well beyond your skill set.
Hey, how? Is he all right? I mean, he's one of the Drimmy.
I know.
As the two of you talk, he interrupts you going, he lifts a hand and points at you, Beery, and goes, "Kuz dam."
He speaks Dwarvish?
It's not quite Dwarvish, but it's close enough that you feel like you might be able to find a commonality.
Okay, it's like Spanish and Italian where there's like a little bit of
yeah.
Okay. He's gonna go through his packs real quick and grab that pouch of Othalas.
Okay.
Othalas, and hand it to Halloweth.
Yeah.
And
boy.
run to him. And just try to do a greeting.
Okay. I will do my best to allow him to at least stay alive long enough to have a conversation.
Sure.
I guess.
Halloweth, make another healing check for me. Beery, as you approach this man, he seems a little bit terrified of you and tries to back up, but there's no strength in his arms to try and push himself back.
Also, there's no backing up from Beery. He's like up in your grill.
Very excited. I know that he doesn't.
Hey, hello. Calm down. My name's Beery. Hello. And he's trying to talk. He's talking to him in Dwarvish.
He is stable, by the way. I hit my target number with a 6.
Okay, I need to make a series of rolls for his injuries. Please hold.
Is this an accidental NPC that we're about to?
Might be.
Not quite. Halloweth, try as you might. You know that the Athalas is stopping the bleeding, but these cuts are deep. There is a very good chance he does not survive. Beery,
Okay.
as you have this conversation, you watch Halloweth patch him up and you watch him kind of wince, definitely still terrified. And he tries to talk to you, and you recognize a few of the words that are a smattering of dwarvish influence with a little bit of the common tongue, but most of it is lost to you. Best you can tell, he is one of the haradrim. He recognizes you as a dwarf, and that there was some sort of travel involved in his journey. But beyond that, you can't quite pick up much.
Easy just like desperately look to the others. The other elves just like, is there anything that can be done?
Have you said all that you need to? Have you conversed as much as you can? Have you gleaned every amount of information you can?
Looks back down to the Drimmy. And
I hate you, Zach. Carry on.
the Haradrim kind of like placing a hand on his shoulder and
He winces a bit.
Yeah. It just kind of points around like, where headed? Where?
He kind of glances around, grabs your hand with the pointed finger, and points south, where the elves would know Dol Guldur lies.
Oh, good.
Were you with others? Were you with others? Others, like he gestures to like Beery, and then points to the other travel companions, and then
Melkana. Melkana. Beery, it's been a while. You've conversed with this guy. He looks down at your belt, and with his last remaining strength, points at your dagger.
Oh God, don't make me do it!
Oh,
Halloweth steps forward and slits his throat.
Halloweth, you know he can't do it himself. And you know what he's asking. You motion forward. You lock eyes for a split second. The man gives you a curt nod. Quick as a flash. You end his suffering. And the breath leaves his body.
May you find peace.
Beery just stands there, still stunned, just watching the light fade from his eyes.
Halloweth will take his shoulder and just kind of lead him away. Like, onwards.
Tanel is gonna at least drag him over to a tree as some sort of resting place.
Take the body, place it against a tree, and it is in a comfortable resting position, at peace.
As she does so, is there any sort of identification, anything on him, marks of Sauron?
Make a scan
like
check
that?
for me. Make a scan check for me, yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking around. A lot of what he had on him, packs, pouches, any weapons are gone. A lot of it's covered in blood, mostly destroyed or torn up.
She comes back to the group. it seems that we are going to be running into another sad and destroyed place.
Seems to be a
Dol Guldur.
theme.
Yeah, Dol Guldur has not been a place of light for many a year. This does not surprise me. It is a shadowy place, and where Mirkwood got its name from. So, before it was the Greenwood, a place of life and light and happiness. The shadow of Dol Guldur has spread and corrupted many of the surrounding areas. This will not be fun.
No.
Well, let's go make some changes.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I would like to sing of the Greenwood again.
Write some new songs.
I'd like to hear that.
As you three continue to make your way forward towards Dol Guldur, about an hour later, you set camp for the night, set your watches. The new information that you have gathered, that is where we are going to end tonight's episode of the Unpredicted Party.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
It's good to be back. It's good
Yes.
to be back.
It is. Thank you all so much for watching. Please join us on the Patreon, available at the link in the bio, for our after show, the Unpredicted After Party, where I get to quiz these nerds on everything that just happened. And my goodness, did a lot happen this episode. The journey continues. Tori, Max, Zach, thank you all so much for being here. Make sure you are leaving a like on the video, commenting, subscribing, live chat. I see you. Thank you all so much. We will see you in 2 weeks, Fridays at 7 p.m. on the Don Marshall 72 YouTube channel. Thank you all so much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.